something earlier that just
Yes.
growing up, boy and girl is supposed to aspire at the same thing.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Of course, it's correct.
Why is it
Aspire to the same things. Like, what should a woman not do? Tell me one thing that a woman cannot aspire to be.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And this is what I'm saying. All right. So there's boys, there's girls.
Mm-hmm.
There's male, there's female.
Okay.
And obviously, I would think that biologically there's restrictions.
Okay.
Because of physiological and biological makeup.
Okay.
So is it okay to aspire to the same thing as even if you have all these restrictions physiologically, biologically,
What are the
and all that?
restrictions? That's what I'm saying.
Oh
Tell
yeah,
me
I mean,
one
I'm just saying it
thing.
biologically. A man, there's certain things physically and physiologically a man can do that a woman cannot
Tell
do.
me one thing.
Yo, what's up, my people? Hello. Welcome to another banging edition of HD. Of course, you're watching us in high definition, but you know that's not what this is. This is Hero's Diary, the show that celebrates black success. You know, talking about black success all the time. That's what we are about. And today, I'm not going to waste your time because we've gone all the way to Nigeria. Now, listen, a few years ago, some lady sitting in her room or something just created an Instagram page, and then she just wanted to express herself, talk about stuff that bothers her, and stuff like that. And then she creates a page called Diary of a Niger Girl. And somehow, fast forward a few months, years later, it's blown to become a hub for women to come and express themselves, to seek one another's support, and to form a community to discuss women's problem, because it's Africa at the end of the day. And yeah, we're not perfect when it comes to women matters in it. But hey, let's not waste your time. Ladies and gentlemen, women champion. Hey, champion in the matter. What I would say, listen, because it's one of those episodes where I got to be careful. Because this woman's got like a proper cult following. That's what I'm told. Like proper cult for like people who adore her, who revere her. So I gotta be careful, because if I say things, they're probably gonna come at me without wasting your time. Ife Agoro. Hey. Diary of a Nigerian girl, the dang queen. Hey. What's up, girl? How are you?
Very well.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, there's been a lot said about you and your community. That's
yes.
I'm just thinking of the best way to call it. Mm-hmm. Why is it a community?
It's a community because women come to interact. It's not just a page. It's where you come to get help, give help, support, laugh. It's just like a small village, but online, where people just like each other. A lot of people like each other, not everybody. Okay,
talk us through about starting Dang. I know you probably talked about it a million times, but what was really special about it? How did it come about? What was the idea of starting Dang?
The idea was that I was in a bubble. Like, I grew up not feeling like I'm different. I'm a girl, you're a boy, we're supposed to aspire to the same things, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I believed. And then I started working and realized that I'm hearing, what do you need that money for? At the end of the day, you're just to sit in your husband's house. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm working so hard for you to tell me I'm going to sit in my husband's house. So then I started realizing a lot of women have the same, issues. And then the more books I read, the more I just realized that there's really a lot of subjugation going on. Subtly, openly, and no, I didn't like that at all.
Okay, wait, let me cut you right there. You said something earlier that just
yes,
growing up, boy and girl is supposed to aspire at the same thing.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Of course it's correct.
Why
aspire to the same things. Like, what should a woman not do? Tell me one thing that a woman cannot aspire to be.
Okay. Wow, okay. And this is what I'm saying. All right, so there's boys, there's girls.
Mm-hmm.
there's male, there's female.
Okay.
And obviously, I would think that biologically there's restrictions.
Okay.
Because of physiological and biological makeup.
Okay.
So is it okay to aspire to the same thing as, even if you have all these restrictions physiologically, biologically,
what are the
and all that?
restrictions? That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it biologically. A man, there's certain things physically and physiologically a man can do that a woman cannot do.
Tell me one thing.
Okay, in terms, when I'm talking physiological and biological, right? In terms of the physiological makeup of a man, like it's not the same as a physiological.
Men are stronger.
It's
physically.
No, it's not even going on to say that. It's just not the same. I do accept that there are women who may be physically stronger than men. That's possible. It's the whole world. It's like zillions of people, so you get variations. But generally, the masculine gender has a physiological setup that's not the same as
Tell me one thing that a woman can aspire to, that a man can aspire to, that a woman cannot.
What a woman can aspire to that a man cannot.
What a man can aspire to that a woman cannot.
What a man can aspire to that a woman cannot. Okay, let me think of that. For one, a man can aspire to impregnate someone, a woman cannot do that.
That is not a career. That is not a goal in life. Like a woman can decide.
Oh no, but it does influence your formative. It does influence your formation. It does influence your progression. That's just an example, and I'm just trying to point to you.
A man can impregnate a woman. Biologically, a woman cannot impregnate a man. I'm talking about aspire in your life, your goals, your dreams, your ambition. I don't think that you should have a cap as to, because you are a man, I cannot aspire to be what I want to be because I'm a woman. I don't even, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. But obviously what I was saying is growing up as men and women, obviously as boys and girls, career-wise, maybe you might say, yes, it's not open. It's not restrictive in that, because it would be unfair to say it's restrictive, because really technically career-wise is really nothing a man can do is a woman cannot do. But in terms of the physiological build-up and the biological build-up of men and women, so aspiring. So then when you say aspiring,
I do not speak biologically. I speak as to the things that we want to do as human beings when we grow up, or we want to grow up and say, this is who I want to become. I want to be a doctor, a lawyer. I'm just using those as general examples, right? Yeah. And then you say, you can be like this, finish secondary school, go and sit in a man's house and be a wife and don't ever do any job. Or study, get all the way to a PhD, but still, go back home and sit. Even though you want to be something else, a woman can be a housewife if that's what she aspires to be. She can be the president if that's what she aspires to be, but it shouldn't. Nothing should stop her from being whatever she wants to be. That's what I believe.
Oh yeah, I do agree with that, and I do generally believe that nothing should stop any human being from being whatever they want to be.
Well, in this case, I'm speaking about women.
About women.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I do agree with that, and nothing should stop a woman. Yeah. Nothing should stop a woman at all being what she wants to be. Absolutely. Obviously, but what I was just alluding to was the fact that you said, obviously, boys and girls growing up, aspiring to the same thing.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It just still doesn't sit with me in terms of aspiring to the same thing.
Why doesn't it sit with you?
Because they are different. Because
we are different. No,
if they're different, there has to be difference.
We are different, but we have the same rights.
I'm not here about the restriction. I'm not saying we should restrict any woman be whatever she wants to be. If a woman wants to be any career, anything at all, by all means, she should be encouraged, and she should.
But we're saying the same things. Where is your but? You just want to argue with me.
No, I don't. No.
You just want to just disagree some way.
It's very interesting as how that's just how we've just gone into straight
exactly.
But
you started. I'm always ready for this conversation. Let me tell you.
I think it was just the idea of aspiring to this.
You can aspire to the same things. Yes, I believe so. I continue to believe so. We'll continue to believe so because, again, I do not speak of biologically. That is just the different make. And let me tell you, men and women are different. We're not the same. Okay. It's not. You can't really. There's just so many things that is so unique about us that we must accept and enjoy. It's not a tussle of I must act like a man. It's not even I don't want to act like a man. It's I don't like it. I don't like stress. I'm a baby girl. But truly, forget biologically. There shouldn't be anything that anybody wants to be, that it should be stopped just because of their gender.
Okay, while we're talking, I'm going to process that and see, because it wasn't something I actually thought of. Well, maybe there are, but we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, so back to Diary of a Niger Girl. So is this why you have women really getting your back like this?
Because
because of ideas, what you like things you've just said. Obviously, them really, a lot of women or some women will stand behind that strongly.
Absolutely,
will stand behind that strongly. Mostly because obviously, like we said, it's Africa. It's in the world in general. There's marginalization for women. There's not equality. Definitely. There's not fair representation and stuff like that. So is that why women are really gravitating towards what you're saying, what you've got to say on Diary of a Niger Girl?
Absolutely. I believe that there are a lot of things women want to say. They're just waiting for somebody to say so they can agree or disagree in whatever way, right? But there's always been this thing where don't say this, don't say that. Like, it just feels like there's shame behind our thoughts or our belief, and all our experiences. For example, a woman gets raped, right? And she's not allowed to say it. Just go to the hospital, shh, the parents, don't say it, it's embarrassing. You are the victim here. Why am I the one who cannot tell my experience?
Yeah.
A woman dates a married man, for example, right? Sometimes she doesn't even know that he's married, right? But she can't say it I once dated a married man because I didn't even know, or I dated a married man, it was a mistake, I won't do it again. It feels like we can do anything, but let's just do it behind closed doors, right? It's okay, just don't talk about it. I don't think that's okay.
Is it okay for men to talk about dating married women, though?
Oh, yes. You can talk about whatever you choose. I'm sorry. That thing is trending on TikTok. Have you not seen it? Yeah. What is it? Haven't you done enough? You've not heard that?
No, I haven't actually.
You are old. You're an old man.
I am actually.
Yeah, so anybody can do what they want to do. It's the whole point of this thing. I speak my truth. You speak yours. We don't have to agree, but I need to be... I don't even like to use the word allowed. I have a right to speak my truth.
Yes, I do believe that everyone has a right, obviously. Okay, but why have women been traditionally inhibited in terms of self-expression?
Oh, please, how we were trained growing up. You can't, the boy can go play. He can play football. He can get dirty. He can, but the girl has to be in the kitchen. It's getting much, much better now, right? But that's just how it was. And again, why I said I was in a bubble, because I didn't grow up like that. My brother we had a timetable. My brother was on that timetable, wash plates, cook, clean. Like, all of us were. So I don't understand it coming out of there and saying that, people had families where the boy would go and play, the girl would go cook, and they'll call him to come eat what the girl cooked. Like, so you can't, if you do something, that's how you're going to do in your husband's house. If a girl tries to just, it feels like everything is just hold yourself back, but let the guy roam free. That's how many of us as Nigerians, Africans were trained. And then, of course, then you internalize that and you grow up, and then you suppress your expression in every way that you can. And there we are, people going around with traumas and
okay, so
anxiety.
So is there a maternal role for women? Intrinsically, like biologically?
Oh, yes, we're nurturers, definitely.
So if you are, so what's wrong in grooming a woman to become a nurturer?
You can groom, first of all, I don't believe in grooming anybody to be anything, especially, children. I believe, again, in allowing them to be free. If a girl decides that she wants to play with Barbie, I don't think you should stop her from doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But again, if she decides that she wants to be playing with tools, don't tell her to go play with Barbie. Like, can she just be what she wants to be, right? We are naturally, as women just push out babies. Like, there's no way as a woman, most women, because some women don't have maternal instincts and you can't really blame them for that. But the ones who do, you naturally just have kids. Your instinct is to protect that child it just comes naturally to you, right? So we don't even need grooming for you to just be what your makeup is from the inside. So you don't need, you have to cook or you have to play football. I think whatever comes naturally to people, we should, especially our kids, we should allow them.
Yeah, but when women or young girls are growing up in the traditional setup, which is what you're alluding to, if I'm not mistaken.
Traditional Nigerian, African.
It's just a traditional human setup.
Mm.
It's not a Nigerian thing. It's a traditional human setup. Maybe the West is moving away from that, civilization and awareness and all that kind of stuff, but it's a traditional human setup.
Okay.
Because in a traditional human setup, obviously, the different roles. The reason why it feels like the man is allowed to roam is because at the end of the day, someone has to go and fend. Someone has to go and hustle the hustle.
That's why he's allowed to go play football and the girl isn't. Is he hustling in playing football?
Well, it could end up being a footballer.
Stop it. Don't do that.
No.
What is it? What hustle is he doing?
No, I'm not saying to restrict. I'm not saying to restrict the girl child or the woman child by any chance.
Yes.
I'm only saying that. But my own conviction is just the fact that personally, I don't see anything in. Okay, you don't want to use the word grooming, but nurturing the female child into motherhood, potentially, so that if the female child decides to become a mother, she's well equipped.
Tell me how you nurture a girl, a female child, a girl child to be a mother.
Well, like you said.
By doing what?
Well, like you've said, teaching them to cook, teaching them to. It's those domestic activities are building the motherly instinct in the girl. That when she grows up, she's well equipped to handle a family, to handle a man, to handle, if she chose to. I know.
Let me say,
okay.
So, for example, you don't train a man or a boy how to clean, to cook, to be domestic. God forbid he marries and the wife dies. He's with children, toddlers.
To marry another wife,
Immediately, in that process, exactly, in that process, you mean I don't want to teach a child how to be independent, a boy child, that you are allowed to learn life skills just for you, because that's the first thing we should do to our kids, just for your own survival. Learn life skills like cleaning after yourself, like cooking your own meal, like,
of course,
all of those things. Everybody needs to learn that. So there's no need to nurture anybody. First of all, if you're going to nurture children to have life skills, not only in the cooking and cleaning. Yeah. Some people have grown up with chef, cleaners. They don't do all of those things. Yeah. What do you think their parents teach them? They teach them how to be good people.
No, I just think that in a I keep going back to that word, in a traditional family setup, human setup. Obviously, if I'm a father and I've got a mother, our natural predisposition, our natural tendency is to raise our children to be able to continue our practice, the way we practice, having a traditional family.
Yes.
Essentially. Oh. Because we have personally, I've got a traditional family.
Okay.
Naturally, I want my kids to grow up in that way.
So do you have a boy child?
I do have a boy and girl.
He doesn't cook?
Yeah, I have.
He doesn't know how to cook?
He does, actually.
He doesn't clean after himself?
No, they do. They do, actually. They do both. I get it. However, I do know that, for example, I mean, I don't do it per se, but I know that my missus, for example, there's a higher tendency towards the female child to be able to groom them in, no, maybe not, you don't want to use the word groom.
Yes.
Relate with her in a certain way, naturally, without even thinking about it. I don't see
any problem with that, really.
Yeah.
Like, there are some, we are just really tender, to be honest.
Yeah.
And especially when you're growing up. So there's a way that, especially my mom would tell me, sit up, cross your legs at your ankles, do all of that. You can't see my brother crossing his legs. I'm like, no, that's not who. I'm just saying, like, those things, definitely you will be taught. I mean, it's not all parents that teach their kids how to be like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of homes, they tend to look at the female and say, no, don't, carefully. Again, we're an endangered species. Let me just tell you.
Who are we?
Women. Because it's true. It's true. So, again, at a point in time, you teach both male and female child don't let anybody touch you here, because everybody has experienced many people, sorry.
More so male now.
More
It used to
so
be
male.
female, but more so
Not
male
more
now.
so male.
More
Well,
so
I don't know, the statistics right now,
Yeah,
but males and a lot of boy child don't even talk about it. They just say, it's C's. I don't know what Gen Z will call it now. Like, the first sexual experience was from the housekeeper, that's because they don't even know that you're not even supposed to be touched by these people in the first place. So yes, we get all of these things. Women get, don't let anybody touch your breast, but men don't let anybody touch your penis, because you just leave them to go and be, rather than you're telling the girl this and that. So again, I go back to, everybody should be taught these things, and every way that we're unique, we must, enjoy and, enjoy our femininity, and just, it's nice.
Okay. But
we cannot separate, this is what I'll teach this boy, this is what I'll teach this girl. I think it's really dangerous.
It is. If I may, what was growing up like for you?
Oh, growing up was tough. But also, I don't see it as that. I see it now because I know now. But then it was also happy. I grew up in the jungle, and I don't mean like in the forest or whatever. Like in the hood, somewhere in Shogunle, in Oshodi,
Wow.
yes. Where, it was proper poverty. But I didn't really see it like that, because at the time, because we were having a lot of fun, we had neighbors where, these days we have fences, then it was the whole village taking care of your children. Like, if my mom wasn't around, Mama Tutu downstairs would, bring me breakfast in the morning, or make sure that I get to school with her kids together. So it was a whole community of women raising all of these children. And, but we didn't have, sometimes we would have, I don't know what you guys call it. What do you guys call granuts? Peanuts.
Peanuts, yeah. Monkey nuts, peanuts.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Whichever,
so we would have some of it and then spread it on the tray and then count how many we'll put in Gary,
Right.
Yes, like you'd say, you take this. And then my mom housed her niece and housed my dad's nephew. So it was 4 kids, my mom's niece, my dad's nephew, and my dad and my mom. So that's 8 of us. And then we would share, some Gary, some nuts, no sugar. Again, it was fun. All of us sitting on the floor and sharing all of those things. It just didn't really feel like it was poverty that we were experiencing.
Right.
Also because I didn't know the other side. I didn't know what it felt like to be rich. We watched TV, I was like, oh, this is nice. But again, it didn't feel like poverty at the time.
Did you have your mom and dad present?
Oh, yes. Yeah? I grew up, with my mom and dad.
What's your mom and dad now?
My mom's late now, but my dad is still with us.
How long has she been?
20 years next year. So 19 years.
20 years.
Yes, 20 years next year.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm. But you grew up within what we call the traditional setup.
I did grow up in what traditional setup. Again, that's why I told you from the beginning, my mom did not raise us to have different roles. Like my brother, we're on the timetable, his name was there, my name was there. We're all doing the same thing, which did not feel strange. Yeah. Again, we thought it was normal. During environmental sanitation that they used to do in Lagos then, it was just everybody doing everything. Yeah. And again, this was not even like a posh area. Yeah. Everybody was being treated. Everything. So again, that's why I said I didn't really understand it. Coming out of that and saying that it's actually different. When we play football, girls and boys are in one team. Yeah. Girls and boys are in another team. So it's not girls against boys. Wow. When we're playing football. Okay. Yes. So it was very. Yes. So I didn't really understand that when I came out of that situation.
Wow. What was your relationship with it? Like your dad, for example, what was your relationship like?
Oh, I wasn't that close with my dad because I was very close to my mom. Okay. My elder sister was close to my dad. My brother was close to my dad, but I was very close to my mom. Yeah. Right. But my dad and I are close now. Now, okay. But then, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So at what point did you begin to feel this thinking that there's a lot of marginalization, there's a lot of non-representation, there's a lot of inequality? At what point did it begin to creep in you that something's not right?
I would think again when I graduated, I didn't even feel it again. Remember NYC, how everybody too in NYC, you do this. I don't know if you served in Nigeria. I did. But everybody, remember how NYC, they don't make you, girls and boys do the exact same.
Paramilitary thing.
Yeah, so there's no niceness to the girls. Everybody did the same. So again,
it's a bit of niceness, you know. They kind of treat the girls a bit. You don't exactly do the same. We do the same, but girls just do like this.
girls who can't do it. I understand that, but
like
they didn't.
military,
But the girls who could did it,
Yeah,
right?
of course, yeah.
So when I graduated and started working in oil and gas, that's when I saw it very clearly. Again, where there's affluence, where there's money, you see how people treat other people very clearly. You know, when there's no money, we're all just...
Everybody's okay.
We're humble.
Everybody's humble.
But when you see money, then you begin to say, oh, this is how women are treated. I saw that women were not really allowed to be MDs. They left them as marketers. Go and dress nice and go look for the business. I started seeing how when women work hard, they're told, what do you need the money for? For example, me. I did a transaction with somebody and I was supposed to get a certain payment, and they said, you don't need the money. After all, you can't use the money to buy a maize bag. Oh, God. I just sent my lawyer after him. Like, you must be joking, So I started seeing that and hearing it, and it was a lot. It was just coming at me like, and I just didn't think it was okay at all. I mean, nothing is wrong in being a masculine man. Nothing is wrong with being a feminine woman. Just let us be. Don't hold anybody back because you say, if somebody wants to go to her husband's house after she's made all that money, let her go out to her husband's house. If she wants to be free and become the president, let her be. But I saw a lot of that as I continued to go on, and it wasn't nice.
So it started from a point of revolt.
For me, I wasn't
like,
revolting.
It was a bit of not happy with the status quo.
Of course I wasn't happy. I just wasn't revolting. Till now, I don't have that aggressiveness in me when it comes talking about these things. No,
revolting, not in an aggressive way, but you just didn't like the way they
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I would say revolt, you're right. Because when I started writing, I wrote first about myself. So that if you feel like I can't tell my story, I will tell my story. And hopefully other women will say, if she can't tell her story, maybe I can tell my story too. So that's how it started. And then I'm not sure it was accepted well.
No, it wouldn't be.
At the beginning.
No, it wouldn't be. Not in a patriarchal society like Nigeria and Africa.
It wasn't accepted.
No, it wouldn't be. But wait, let's track back a little bit.
Yeah.
So you went into oil and gas, which is where you started from, yeah? What school did you
I didn't start from oil and gas.
Oh, what?
I graduated from Olabisi Onabanjo University now. Then it was OC. I studied English.
Yeah.
English major.
English major.
Yes, BA. And then I graduated. I served in this university, grew up, then left I served in the secondary school, then left secondary school, worked with a movie producer. His name is Kunle Afolayan.
Oops, okay.
Yes, I worked with him, and then I left then because that was when I realized that I don't want to be a struggling writer because I've always wanted to write. I've always loved to write. I've always known how to write. But I realized that there's really not a lot of money in writing at the beginning, and I was struggling. There was no money. I was used to walk all the way to work. I was like, I really can't continue life like this. Let me go and make...
What were you doing for Kunle Afolayan?
I was a receptionist and a script supervisor. Yeah,
okay.
I was at the reception.
Kunle Afolayan, in case for those who don't know, is one of Nigeria's biggest film directors.
He's amazing.
Right now.
He's amazing.
But Kunle Afolayan is a very traditional man.
He's a traditional man.
What was the experience of working with him?
Nothing. We're not that close enough for him to have an influence in my thoughts or for me to go to him with, this is what I'm thinking. No, I was too new to jump that. And I was also like, there was nothing for me to say, to be honest, because I wasn't seeing enough for me to speak against whatever was happening.
Okay, so going into oil and gas?
Yeah, so I worked, then I left Kunle Afolayan to work for a money market firm. That's an investment firm. I was also a receptionist there. So at that company, I got the best staff like twice in like 6 months, because I just thought to myself, how can I be the best receptionist? I mean, wherever I am, I just want to do the very best that I can. So I Googled it, I just want to know, how do I do my best? So I became the best staff. So one of the directors came to me and said, there's an oil and gas company that wants a receptionist. And I told them, there's this girl, she's really good at her job. Maybe you can I was earning 60 to 70K then, and he said the oil and gas company was willing to pay me 150K. Naira.
Okay.
Yes,
So it's
please.
150K.
Yes, please.
Just to be sure.
So then I got the oil and gas job, not doing too much because he already recommended me. So I just went to the first interview and they said, can you start? And all of that. So I started in the oil and gas company with 150K. I was at the reception. But when I started reading, going to make copies and seeing the amount of money in the business, I decided I didn't want to be at the reception anymore. But again, I just started. So what do I do to make, an impact enough for them to take me seriously? So I studied English, but at the same time, I'm very good with seeing the fine lines. So I started reading the contract, asking questions, and just felt like it was out of place for me. Like, why would you be asking this? You're just a receptionist. They were ops supervisors, directors, MDs. Like, why are you asking these questions? But I didn't let up. I continued to ask questions. So even if it's grammatical error, I'll go and point it out to them. This is not correct. Go and give it to the lawyer now. Why are you showing me? But I just needed her to see that I'm reading those things. Yes, I'm reading those things. So I started learning from reading the contracts. I would Google what they were saying, ask people questions. So gradually, my MD saw that I was very interested. So anytime they have me, I was like, can I stay? I can just write things down for you. So she's okay, you come in and stay. And so from there, I started working, and then I moved to operations officer. So I left the reception desk in 6 months. I was supposed to, they didn't even confirm myself. Just moved me this girl is very... And so from there, ops officer, ops supervisor, commercial operations, and then all and gas went from there.
Did you make a lot of money doing that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that why you felt you had the liberty to go and start doing Instagram?
I agree. And that too. Because Instagram for me wasn't to make money. Yeah. It was to just express. However, I really wanted to write, and I could write. And I stopped oil and gas because no matter how much money you make, if you're not finding peace in that business or in that thing, it's, well, for me, there was no peace for me. And people, when I tell people that money is not everything, they say, no, Ife, let me go and make the money first. I say, okay, I agree. You go and then see that it's not really everything. So anyway, I stopped oil and gas in 2017 because I wasn't happy at all. Nigeria is not the best place to do oil and gas, basically because the government gives all these policies. They keep changing it. It keeps changing. There's a lot of corruption as well. It wasn't just, you could be making money, but you just can't sleep. That's me. I just, you know what? So for 2 years, again, I just didn't up and leave oil and gas. Please don't get me wrong. Okay. From 2015, I knew I was done, but I needed to save enough so that if I didn't work for 2 years, I would be fine. So I planned it. So I didn't just get up and, the way people just say, I'm done. And then with no plan, just go. No, I didn't do that. I just planned, saved, worked my,
You're awesome. Yeah, forget it.
I didn't want to.
Forget it. Yeah, fuck it.
Work my ass off.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Yeah. And then, 2 years, and then I left.
Yeah.
And started Instagram.
So when you were saving, what were you saving towards?
I was saving, I was investing.
What did you have in mind to do? You were saving.
Okay, I agree.
You were going to leave.
I know I was going to leave. To be honest, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew that I was going to write. Writing has always been since I was in secondary school. I just want to write. Look, I didn't even want to go to uni. I wanted to come to the UK to study film. And my mom said, no, you are going to be a lawyer. You know how our parents can be. What is film? There's no money there. Go and be a lawyer. So I had to dump that, even though really I just wanted to study film and writing. So when I saved all of that, my mind was, I'm going to start writing now for film, and then write for people to read my thoughts, just like a journal, but put it out publicly, let people just see it, and hopefully it's well accepted.
Wow, that's very interesting. So you had the faith at the time that if you wrote journals, it will blow into a business? No. Journals different. I was going to write for film. For film. But my journals were to just write. Right. No thoughts in my head. So the way you thought to make money was to write for films?
Yes, that was the way I thought to make money. Yes, that's just I'm just going to write my thoughts. I write my thoughts to my friends anyway. I write letters to my sister. I used to write letters to my mom. So everybody knew I could write. writing for Instagram was just like normal thing that people expected me to do. And then, so I just wrote. I didn't expect anything at all. I just wrote.
How long did it take you before it
became something?
Blow.
I think 2 years. Yeah. I think 2 years. Basically because I wasn't mainstream.
So you kept doing it for 2 years?
Every single day. Every
day? Every single day. You had to post something every day?
Every day. I didn't have to, but I loved it. There was something to talk about every day.
Every day.
If it wasn't my experience, it would be my opinions. Or I would just ask my friends questions. And then I'll have 1 comment, 2 likes. And I'll tell my friends, you're not seeing what I go and comments, Joe, and then they would share it. And then gradually, it just keeps, the followers just keep growing. So when we
post something and there's 1 comment to like, don't give up, just carry on.
Of course, because, at the end of the day, you know what you're writing for. And then I felt so happy when 1 person would DM me to say, Ife, this thing that you wrote changed my life. That was it for me. I would sleep peacefully because it was okay for me if that 1 person or came back and said, I had this experience and this is what happened. And I thought of you when I was going to make a decision. That just made my day. So I didn't care really about it. Of course, initially I cared. I lie.
Yeah.
Initially, but then I realized again, what are you writing for? Not just do your thing. So I just left. Then when you start caring too much about what people are thinking, you begin to change strategy in a way that you lose yourself. So I didn't want to do that. So I just continued till today. When people ask me, why are you still the only, community that started almost 10 years ago and still here and still buzzing? Because I've not changed who I am. I remain consistent in exactly who I am, and people see that. And so I've been following you for 9 years. I've been following you for 8 years. Same person. We're growing, of course. We're doing better, but the same reason, intentions.
So after 2 years, and then it blew.
Yeah, I just don't know.
So what was that like? What was that point like? What happened that made you feel like this is happening?
Yes, I think when big companies started coming, saying, we want you to do this, and they would pay anything I asked. Okay, all right. That was happening. And then seeing women also come to me to ask questions, it was quite a thing. I didn't believe it, really, because I don't know if that was what I wanted. I just wanted to write.
To write, yeah.
Yeah, so then it just started happening.
So
until today, I still don't take it for granted. Yeah.
There was the impact, and then there was obviously the
impact, the learning, because I made the community not only a place to come and hear stories. We teach grammar, we tell people etiquette. There's so many things that we want women to just be wholesome completely. So those are the things that, I bring to the page.
Wow. That's really interesting. But let's throw some plug into it now.
Yeah.
So now. So while you were doing all that, from making all this money in oil industry, and then going on and writing, and then becoming all this social media sensation, did marriage cross your mind?
Yes. I don't think marriage crossed my mind during that period. Previously, 2014, I think, that was before I started the page, I was engaged to be married.
Oops.
Yes.
Okay.
But again, I was engaged because I was 30, not because I loved the guy or I felt that I was ready for marriage. Just that, I've been hearing, nobody told me, but I've been hearing it, that when you're 30, you have to be married at 30, you're old after then,
Biological clock.
Yeah. I was not even ready to have children. So I don't even know what was going through my head, where I felt like, okay. And then when I tell people, I'm not in love with this person, people say, don't worry. You will love marriage will make you love him.
They love it.
They love it, grow. Do it, go. Just many people were whispering all of that in my ears. And even though I knew it was not right, well, I went ahead and agreed to the proposal.
Did you date the person?
Yeah, we did date, but even during the dating
really
process, it was okay. But you can date and say, but no, marriage is a serious thing that you cannot just jump into just because you like somebody, or because person is nice to you, or person is a good person. You can be a good person, and I still don't want to be with you. So, I don't know what I was thinking.
So at 30, you were not thinking of marriage?
No, I wasn't, but I was. That's what I'm saying. At 30, I felt like I had to be married.
You had... Okay, you felt the pressure.
Yeah, because people...
But
intuitively,
did you want to be?
No, I did not. I did not.
No.
Because I just don't know if that's what I wanted at the time. Like, why do I have to do it? Just because? No.
Just because?
No.
Just because?
No, I wasn't thinking about that. Then I had to break off the engagement, sadly, 2 months before the wedding.
Wow.
Yes, because...
How did he take it?
Yeah, not well. What to do?
Where is he today?
I no idea. I don't know where he is. I'm not thinking of where he is. No.
Right. Okay. So after then, you didn't think of marriage at all again. You just went on with business.
No, I didn't think of.
And you have never thought of marriage since then.
I do think about marriage. I mean, it comes and goes, but it's not something that I have to do. Okay. Like I always feel like, and everybody that follows me know that it's not. I'm a romantic. I love love and all of those things. I just know that that marriage should not be determined by age, or I don't even think about it like that. I feel like when it comes, it's because me and the person wants it. Like I want it, you want it together. Yeah. Right? And it's because you just can't see yourself with any other person. So
when you say you love love, so where is love going for you?
What's love? The love that I'm in?
If you engage in love, where is it going? If you engage in love with someone, you say you love love. Like you meet someone and you get involved with them and you love each other.
Yes.
So what's the ultimate? Is it just...
It could be marriage. No, it could be. It's just that I don't know the rush. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why people are... I just don't feel the rush, to be honest. Like, I would date somebody and it would be okay. I've never gotten to the point where it has to be marriage, right? For me.
For you.
Yeah, so... And at that point, it's going good and it goes bad. Break up. It's going good and it goes bad.
Why does it always go bad?
Hopefully this one doesn't go bad.
This one. Oh, there's one now.
Yes.
Okay. All right, there's one now.
Yes.
So you don't want it to go bad?
No, I don't.
Why?
Oh, because I love the guy. What to do? Like,
but
I don't want to
love
go
all the other guys?
I did, but this is quite different. You know, as you grow older, you know. Because, you know, when we're younger, it feels like the same. We move from one relationship to another.
Right.
You know, this one's...
Right.
But this is so different. It feels like it's, you know, the love of anxiety is what used to be. Now it's it's something that comes with calm and peace. Yeah. No stress. It's just like you're floating. Yeah.
Right. Your age is something that's public. Is that something you're willing to disclose?
Of course.
So
41.
41 now.
41 in May.
41. And so 41, is that... Could that be a reason why you're beginning to suddenly feel that?
Oh, no. If that was it, I would have had a child or something. If age was a thing to do things.
Yeah.
No. It's not it.
But you're going to get married. Well, you're in love now with someone.
I am.
And you'd love to get married to them?
Yes, I would.
You'd love to?
Yeah, I would, actually.
You don't think that's age playing? It's just a person. It's just this situation.
Yes. Again, remember, I broke off with marriage because of age, because I thought it was time.
Yeah.
And so I don't do
30
anything.
Then.
Yeah. Again, I don't do anything for time. Remember this age that we're in now. You could be a woman, go freeze your eggs, get a sperm donor, have children, and I'm very inclined to that. Like I support women who want to do that. Right. If you don't want a man to have your child, just go ahead and do what you have to do. So I don't look at age as those things like because of age you do what. I don't know. I don't think so. Again, it's the feeling for me, and that's why I said from the beginning when you asked me, like, it has to be there enough for both of you to decide this is what we want to do. And for me, this feeling of calm love, not wahala love, not anxiety love. Not tomorrow, is it there?
Not gra love. Mm-hmm. Right, so this guy you love now, if you don't marry him...
What would happen? Nothing, we'll continue life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I got a quote from you here which said something like, women are beginning to understand that they are worthy anyway. With marriage or without it.
Absolutely.
Do you still believe that?
Of course, I always believe that. That's the whole point. It doesn't matter. I'm successful. I'm doing my business. What else do I want now that I don't have? Nothing, of course, except to continue to excel and to evolve, because nobody's perfect. Yeah. But it shouldn't be any reason.
But do you feel that as you're advancing and getting to the age that you are now?
Yeah.
for you, I don't know, this is just my postulation. It might feel to you that it's just a decision that you're deciding to do now, maybe because you're with the right person. But could it also be that it is just nature kicking in over time?
What nature? Again, should I tell you that marriage has come even after I broke off the first one and I still did take it? It just doesn't feel right. Like, if it doesn't feel right, there's no reason to go into it. When we are playing and dating and you're like, this is getting too far. Right. And this is not somebody I would like to be married to based on the things I've seen in the relationship, then we have to let that go. And the person necessarily does not want to go. Like, no, I want to marry you. But if I don't feel like that, I have to let it go until I find somebody that I feel like this is the person.
Okay, yeah, well, fair enough. That's all good. But with this person you're with now, you are solely convinced that you feel this way for the person because of who they are. Yeah?
Absolutely.
They're the best you've had.
If somebody is looking for somebody who goes by their conviction, if you followed me enough, you would know. You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So they're the best in the Fair Diary's life.
Yes.
Oh, all right, cool. Okay, let's leave marriage situation now and all this kind of stuff. And I know that it's something that's always very close, because the reason I just wanted to really touch on that is obviously you got a female community, women community.
Yes.
And I know that's a lot, but a lot of your community members, a lot of them, are they married?
No idea. I mean, we don't have data to show who is married or who is not. Right. Based on comments and DMs, many of them are married. Many of them are single. Right. But we can't really tell for sure how many are not married.
Right. So what are the kind of common problems that women come up with in Diary of a Niger Girl?
Men and career.
Men and career.
So men, career, health, finances.
Men.
So
what about us?
No, it is what it is. Yeah. Anywhere you see women gathered, for them not to talk about men, it has to be structured in a way that this is why we're here today. We're here to talk about career. But if you let it loose, definitely we'll talk about men. Nobody's, very rarely do you find somebody who wants to be alone for the rest of their lives. Forget, it doesn't have to be marriage. It doesn't, just people, I don't think we're wired to be alone.
To be alone.
Yes, because no man is an island. I don't think so. So when, especially women, because a lot of women, again, don't want to be alone. A lot. And a lot of men too. Even people pretend. Yeah, but yes, many of you don't want to be alone. No, so when relationships come, there's conflict. Women are more expressive. Some men hold back, are avoidant. It's just a lot of people coming from different homes and different backgrounds coming together to assume that love is enough to keep us in this relationship or marriage. Yeah, a lot of that problem comes. That's why we have relationship issues come.
But on the other hand, it's you don't always get men sit down and talk about anything other than women as well. So
I agree. The other day, I don't know what we're talking about. Somebody said men don't say it's not true. They do talk about women a lot.
That's all we talk about. That's all. Women and money. There's nothing else men talk about.
There you go.
Really and truly.
And I think it's interesting. Again, we celebrate amazing relationships in the community, on the platform. We do, and we also talk about the problems.
Okay, some people think you're a feminist. Is that correct?
I am.
What does feminism mean?
It means that just give those equal rights to women. Equal rights. Equity especially, I would like to put that in. Because this feminism that is going on these days, I don't tire. But it's not going to make me say I'm not one.
So what's the difference between your feminism and what's going on?
There's just a lot. I really can't blame a lot of women. They're angry. Especially because of their experience or experience of people close to them. They've experienced such, marginalization and all of those things, Patrick. So they're angry and they don't know where to put that. So yes, many women are angry, and rightfully so, if I must say. What I cannot associate with is just being completely rude, just saying, oh, we hate men, because it's not true. Many of you go behind doors to the same thing you say you're not going to do, you go back and do it. You just want to sound woke. I hate to use the word woke because I hate when somebody uses it for me, but I feel like many people who say they're feminists, and especially now, I'm not talking about whatever, but now, I'm not sure it's about let women be. I think it's about what we want to be, what we want you to be, not what everybody wants to be. If somebody says, I'm a housewife, I don't like that people want to shut them down. Like, but you said it's the right to choose. Why can't she choose to be a housewife? Are we now going to say feminism is what we want, how I want it, not how it what it is a right to choose, right? A woman can decide to be a president. If a man wants to be president, let both of them come and contest. Let us decide who would like. Do you understand? That is equity, fairness. That is what feminism is about. But there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of vitriol, there's a lot of people who are just rude and say, okay, we hate men. Men are trash, men are this, men are that. But that's not really what you mean for many of them. I can't speak for everybody. And what it is today now, I'm not liking it, but it is what it is.
It's kind of like the general thinking of, to an extent, we don't need men. Or women don't need men.
Yes, that's true.
But do women need men?
Oh, I love my man. I need him. Maybe not that I need him.
Listen, you're leading a lot of women. What are you in your relationship, and what are you going to be in your marriage when you get there?
What does that mean?
Like? What are you going to be like? What's in your relationship?
A partner.
It is what it is now.
I don't know. So what am I? I'm a partner to my boyfriend.
Okay.
That's what I will continue to be. I don't think status should change what I am now to, what he is and what he's going to be. I don't feel
in terms of activities, are you going to cook for him?
No, I'm not going to cook.
You're not going to cook.
Like we were on holiday the other day, and when I cooked for him, I saw how he enjoyed it and said, bros, it's not you already know, you've been dating for a while, and you know that it's not my thing to cook. So yes, I can't say practically, no, I will not cook, but it's not my thing.
It's not your duty.
So he knows that there's a chef who's cooking right now. So yes,
so
I'll cook if I have to, but no, it's not my thing.
So when you have a family, who's going to cook for them?
Chef will cook now. Why are we paying? I don't understand. What are we paying the chef for?
So you're going to have a chef?
Definitely. If we don't have a chef, we will. Don't worry, the food will come.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I don't have a problem
cooking. Celebrity lifestyle thing. Yeah.
No, none of that. I don't have a problem cooking because I can cook. My mom taught us how to cook. I can cook for myself. I can cook for him. But I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think that my role in life is to go to some women love to cook. And I always say that women who love to cook are a special kind of nurturers. Can't you imagine staying in the kitchen, being on your feet for hours and enjoying it? Because women actually do enjoy doing these things. Yes.
That's what I was asking.
That is special breed, though.
When you cooked for him.
I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that he liked it. Yes. I don't see a problem with that. No.
But he liked it.
I don't like it. I don't understand. So I should do it because
I find that personally, from personal experience, I find that, like, for example, my missus cooks for me, and I really eat it and love it. Yeah. I can see the pleasure in her face, not just mine.
I know. It's not even you alone, even the kids. Like, she wants to make sure that I'm loving the food. That is fine. Like, I don't have it's not a thing. Even when my mom used to do timetable, I would try and dodge it just so that I don't do it, but she will make me do it, Yeah. But I knew that as soon as I left the house like this, no cooking for me. I don't like cooking at all.
But that's because you don't like it.
No, I don't like it. That's just because I don't like it. What else could it be?
I don't know, but it's okay for women to do it.
Of course, I just said that women who love to cook are special kind of nurturers because you're on your feet, even though your feet hurt, even though you just enjoy it, gives you so much joy to do that.
So what you're saying is it's a passion, not an obligation.
Of course, it's not an obligation. It shouldn't be an obligation. It's something. It's also an expression of love. Again, like you just want it's just an expression. For me, that's how I see it when other women do it, and when I did it, or when I do it sometimes these days. It's just I just really love to do that. Okay,
what if in a situation where the woman feels as you do, but they cannot afford a chef?
You go and learn how to cook now. Look, again, I keep saying that. Why is it that we have to make it about the woman alone? Like, why is it that both of them are not, except there's an agreement? Like, you go to work, I cook today. Do you understand? Or I do all the money making, you do all the cooking. there has to be
There has to be
a balance and
be
conversation
balance,
in that marriage or relationship as to what we are both given. Because it's partnership. That's what it's all about. So, no, if you don't have money, you learn it. Both of you, if you make noodles, the other person will make rice. Let's know that nobody's tired in the relationship just because of, you know.
Out of obligation.
So
tell us about your success, some of your success stories in Diary of a Niger Girl with regards to women's plight and the situations.
Oh, so many. I mean, again, we are just a community of women who really genuinely love to help. So when we bring something forward, there's always somebody, always. One happened just recently, a lady wrote to me and said, I'm at Luth. Doctors were on strike in Nigeria and nobody was attending to her. She was pregnant. And when she wrote it to me, that really upset me. Like, So I posted it and said, Luz, you don't want me to call you out. You don't want me to make this a thing. Why is she not being attended to? Whoever works in Luz should go and tell them, blah, blah, blah. And maybe in 20 minutes, the office of the First Lady, you know, buzzed me and said, please, can we call you? And then he called me and said, where is she? We would like to take her. Lagos. And we would like to, you know, take care of her. We would like to. And she was attended to quickly. And they were saying, we love your community, we respect what you stand for, please, you know, let's do this for you, let's do that. And they took it up, took care of her, you know, and that's one of the things. Another one is, there was a girl here in the UK when I was on holiday. She wrote to me that she couldn't meet with me because I was doing a pop-up. She couldn't meet with me because she's at the rehab. And if I could come see her at rehab because she was suffering from drug addiction, cocaine, which she was introduced to by a boyfriend. And she comes from quite a rich home, but her parents had given up because anytime she asked for money, that's what she uses it again. She was a lawyer doing really well. So I posted it on the community, and you would think that maybe they knew her from somewhere. So many encouraging words. So I went to visit her in Essex, you know, and that really just changed her life. Because when I got there, the counselor was telling me that she asked them to print the comments and then she pasted them on the wall of her room. And then she would read them every morning before I got, because I was in Budapest at the time. So when I came back and I saw her, they told me, you know, she's getting much better. That's, you know, we call her BBT. And now she's just doing so well. She's still in the UK. Now she's doing amazingly well. And she said, mostly because of those comments she read. I just feel like people who don't know me just support me so much, and those are
in addition to all the stories, you've got corporate buddies working with you and all that.
Yeah, we have people like Worry, so many Office of the Public Defender. You know, people that we can just call when we need them to help us. Resolve
but then
women's
you've also
issues.
moved things on into like skincare.
Yes.
And come on, tell us about that. 'Cause I know that's something you're really passionate about. And there's a lot going on with that.
I am. But to be honest, I'm more passionate. Somebody asked me if I pick Diary of a Niger Girl or Dang Lifestyle, I'll pick Diary of a Niger Girl always, because that brings me so much fulfillment and happiness. Dang Lifestyle I'm a business person. I've always been. So when the women complained on the platform that the expensive skincare products aren't working, made by Caucasians, for Caucasians, not made for us with melanin in our skin, not necessarily black, like me, but if you just African descent, you have melanin in your skin, it wasn't really working for them. So I decided that, okay, I have some money, let me invest in that business and see how, and see how it can help the women. So I got in touch with a Jamaican chemist who specializes in skincare for people of melanin. Then I got another one, a board-certified formulator, and we started, doing that. And it's so crazy because when I called out for testers on the community and said, guys, do you want to test? Where 5,000 people signed up and said, yes, it's okay, we'll do it. Let's see how it works. And they signed up for it. And for almost a year, we were using their reviews. Testimonials because it worked. Of course, I can't say it worked for everybody because skincare cannot work for the whole 100%.
Yeah.
But it worked for a lot of people, and then it just started like that, and it's just become something that is so shocking. We started November 2020. We've sold over 450,000 units of products. Yes, and we're in the UK, USA, Canada, Ghana, Kenya.
Wow.
And we have right now 7 stores in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And MedPlus is talking us all over Nigeria as well. It's amazing. And I must tell you, we've never done a campaign.
Yeah, I did see that somewhere that you haven't done a campaign and all that, and you've sold over 450,000.
Yeah.
Are you thinking all them LA and L'Oreal and all that? Are they in for something, especially when it comes to like melanin skin?
We'll see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, but that's good. That's really, really good.
Thank you.
You're making a lot of money, aren't you?
That's a very weird question.
It's not.
I think the business is doing well. No, I don't think. I know.
The business is doing well, but you're not making money. But now you're making money now.
The business is doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we just hope to continue to do better. Like, for me, it's just what's going to work. If we see something that will do well for our skin, we get into it, because we just need it to work, and it's working. In fact, in the United Kingdom, we have over 68% return customers.
Right.
That's really good.
How do you deliver to them?
Oh, we're here. We have a warehouse in the UK. We have a warehouse in the UK. We have a warehouse. We already have a distributor. We have a warehouse in Manchester. We have a fulfillment center in Atlanta.
Right.
We have a warehouse in Canada as well. So we just do direct delivery from there.
What's your plan with it? Where are you going with it? How big are you going with it?
It has to be big, because we haven't even scratched the surface of where we want to be. Every woman, man with melanin in their skin, just a little bit, at least must know about the brand, even if they've not used it before.
You got for men as well?
It's a unisex product. It's not for women alone. But I think maybe because I'm always advocating for
women. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of men, we have a lot of male customers come into the stores and send emails, so that makes us really happy. Wow. So that's the thing. They must know about it. You don't have to use it. Like, about L'Oreal. I don't know if you've ever used it. I've never used it, but I know about them.
Yeah.
That's where I want us to be.
Wow. Ife. Oof. That's a lot of plenty and all that. I know we can go on and on and on, but I don't know if we got all the time. But listen, I know that you're a very inspiring woman, and I'm sorry if I've come across a bit.
No, I'd like to have these conversations, and I don't take offense at all. No.
I'm an African man, and it's good to rub minds every now and then. And at least try
I don't
to
take
see.
offense at all. Again, I don't get angry at it. It's just people who have their own thoughts, and I will just share mine with you, and hopefully we're able to understand each other, and maybe do better in ways that we should. But no,
but by all means, I'm of the opinion that obviously, there's in Africa we need to do a lot more for our women. In Nigeria, especially, it's a very patriarchal society. I do believe that women have rights, and women have rights as a given. Like, women have rights. How do you even say that in this day and age?
Do you get it?
How do you say that in this day and age? But hey, listen. All right, cool. So we're just gonna give you an opportunity to talk to your sisters, your young sisters out there.
Yes.
There's a lot of them in Nigeria, a lot of them in Africa, a lot of them in all these other places who would love to be as bold as you are, be as confident as you are, perhaps live as you have, and obviously excel career-wise as you have. But perhaps they've been shut down. They don't know how to speak. They're not allowed to speak by religion or culture or society or nation or something. So they're not even allowed to dream. I beg, speak to your sisters. How can they dream to be like Ife Agoro? Dank.
Or even like women, more accomplished women. I feel like the first thing is never to be ashamed of your experiences, because at the end of the day, we feel like we can't come from a poor background. I can't say it. Having experienced any sort of trauma, we can't talk about it. The moment you begin to express yourself, you feel some sort of freedom and ease. Then other things begin to follow, because your life just feels like it's open now. I can do anything I can, because you have released whatever is holding you back from being your true self. So don't hold back. Don't be held back by shame. And then as you begin to feel freedom, live in it. There's freedom for everybody. Everybody's allowed to be free to do exactly what they want to be. Don't allow anything hold you back.
Don't allow anything hold you back. You first say that. Woo! Listen, man. Sorry, I keep saying man. Man,
it's okay.
It's just I don't mean it in that literal sense. So you've been in London. How has it been for you, though?
You know, I just find myself sometimes like changing accents for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't like, what is that?
We're influencing you.
No, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. I've been here for about 2 days.
2 days,
I mean, I
okay.
come here, you know, quite a bit. So, but that changing of accents is just annoying. But aside from that, London is great. I really like London.
Yeah,
Last time I was here, we had a lot of people come for our pop-up. So we know that there are a lot of, you know.
How often do you do your pop-ups here?
We didn't do it last year. We did 2 years ago.
What's the pop-up? What's pop-up?
Pop-up, just, you know, open a store, a temporary store. A temporary store.
Yeah.
Come by, let's gist, let's talk. It was fun the last time. We'll do it again.
Wow, that's good. I'm sure the next one will definitely be there.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but you've come around for Liz's book, and obviously she's flown you in and all that kind of stuff. And how's that experience been for you?
So good. The book launch was so good. People were very honest in their interpretation of the book, and that made me feel really happy for her because, again, I'm all about telling your story and not be ashamed by it. Liz could have held some things back in the book, but she did not. And that's truly amazing. I like that about that.
And it's titled, Who Do You Think You Are?
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Oh, I'm this amazing, bold, confident, go-getter. Also human, you know. Nobody's perfect. So I'm all of that, but still human.
I really like that. I really like the confident, amazing, and all that, but human. You know, it's a place of balance in ourselves, and to realize the fact that there's vulnerability in all of us.
There is, and always room to grow.
Nobody's
perfect.
Ife, wow. Thank you
for having
and by the
me.
way, that's my wife's name, you know. So
I know.
So, it's a special attraction there, you know what I mean? But anyway, listen, on the final note, please, they say you are a cult leader. Can you tell your cult members? Tell your
I'm not a cult leader.
I was joking, by the way. Sorry, she's not. But you've got a very strong following and all that. Please help us beg them to support us too, to follow Heroes Diary, to that kind of thing. You know, let's all go together. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Follow Heroes Diary and subscribe to their channel. What else do I say?
Well, anything you want to say to your people?
Just follow Heroes Diary and subscribe to their YouTube channel.
That's it. Listen, man, Ife Agoro, it's been really, really nice having you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom, for sharing your knowledge, and everything else. We hope that you continue to inspire the world. We hope you continue to change the world as you have, and we hope that your business and your career and everything continue to grow stronger and make more money.
Amen.
Listen, fellas, thank you so very much for another amazing episode. It's been a very wonderful conversation with Ife Agoro, Diary of a Naija Style. So if you're a woman out there, this is a special episode for you, and I hope you learned so much from it in terms of self-confidence, in terms of advancing your career, and in terms of believing in yourself and your dreams. We'll see you in the next episode. Peace.